Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello. Yeah, I'm in a meeting. Huh?
You can look at me, ma'am.
Yes, I saw you just now.
Here I am.
You're there. Hello and namaste.
Namaste, namaste, ma'am. Namaste. I am ready, madam.
Yes, we can see that. We start
Yeah.
at exactly at 4 o'clock. We will start.
3:48 I joined.
Yes.
I was scared of you. No, you said 3:50. So I said 2 minutes before. अगर principal madam fail कर दिया तो Hello, madam.
Hello, sir.
I
सर
said अगर principal madam ने मुझे fail कर दिया तो मैं क्या करूंगा ना?
सर अभी प्रिंसिपल कुछ नहीं कर सकती. अभी गवर्नमेंट ने ऑर्डर किया सबको पास करना है. फिर फर्स्ट
I will
फर्स्ट
get a
टू
pass mark, is it?
यस
Oh my
फर्स्ट टू
God.
8
Sad.
स्टैंडर्ड. या
Oh my God. Okay. चलिए मैडम इतना इतना तो गारंटी है पास हो जाएगा मैं.
हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल. आई विल आस्क. I'll just ask them to play your video.
Video and later give me that sharing capacity.
Okay.
Video sharing. I will try and show some part of PPT for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we will open for question answer.
Okay. So first you will have a PPT. Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
you
Fine.
share. So some advice I will give. Afterwards, you can go into question answer.
Okay. So after introduction.
Make the question short because you have given me the questions.
Yes, yes, I
You don't
will.
have to tell the whole. You just mention the question what it is. I'll launch into an answer.
Sure.
So the time is not lost in asking questions. Correct, no, madam?
Yes, yes.
Acha, little bit people should know. Others should know what question. So you can make it as good as possible.
Yes,
As
yes.
good.
I'll try to be brief.
Okay, madam. Okay, madam. I am ready.
So we'll just wait till the time and then. You are a co-host. You can share now.
Okay, but after you finish that
Yes,
video.
yes. When we begin, after that, I will invite you. And then.
When you tell me you speak, I'll speak.
Yes, sir, sure.
अदरवाइज सबको पास करके एक ही एक स्टूडेंट को आप फेल कर देंगे.
So you have been so jolly and jovial throughout your career, or it's after retirement?
I was always like this only, madam.
Okay, okay. Maybe that's the reason you are able to, take everything with a
Yeah.
pinch of salt.
No, not only that, I'm so healthy at the age of 70, having done so much in
So
life.
much, yeah.
I faced, like for example, Naxal, you saw in that day for yesterday, 23 people died. But they were shot in ambush, no ambush.
Yes, yes.
I worked in that area for 3 years as DIG.
Oh,
3 years.
okay.
Every day was ambush. Every day was landmine.
Oh my God.
In spite of that, I survived.
I always wonder that how we cannot, completely, wipe it out.
That's
Why
a good
can't we do
question.
that?
That's a good question.
Like
We will
that
see
always goes in my mind whenever some,
whether
our
we can
people die.
whether we can answer this question later.
Yes, yes, we can.
Gee.
So I feel that sometimes it is being just kept for the sake of some other purpose.
No, not at all.
No?
You're 100% mistaken.
Okay, okay.
It is
That's what common
100%.
people like us.
No. There are a lot of myths about it. So this is a myth that it is kept alive by somebody is not at all true. Not at all.
Nice to know that, sir.
Yeah, madam.
थोड़ा तसल्ली हुई दिल को.
Government is trying to fight about it, but it's a very they are not able to fight it out since 1972.
Okay.
This is the longest insurgency ever. And do you know from 1947, 36,000 people have died in fighting the terrorism and insurgency and now Maoism.
36,000 police force.
Policemen have died in action with bullets. So that is not a joke, no? That's not a joke.
It's very sad.
That's not a joke. That's not a joke. Yeah.
Ashish sir, can we have that video before we welcome sir?
Have the people joined?
They are joining. We will go up till 300 and then we'll begin the YouTube. It will start automatically at 4 o'clock.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
No, that because we have already circulated that.
Hmm.
So we expect that people have seen that. But
देखा
here,
दीजिए, it's not much, you know.
yeah,
It,
छोटा
it is
सा
not
actually,
much.
yeah,
इतना
it's
time
not
तो.
much.
And after 4 o'clock, we can go for 5-10 minutes more if in case questions
Okay,
become interesting.
okay, okay. Yes,
Yeah. If the interest is there.
yes, yes. There is a lot of excitement
Even if
among.
even if 2 or 3 people leave, we will stop the lecture.
Nobody is going to leave. I'm sure about that. There's a lot of
Because,
excitement to hear, listen to you, sir.
yeah, because we are doing it for their benefit. If they are not benefiting, we should stop.
Of course.
No, sir. It is absolutely no. I hope I'm audible to you.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
very well.
Very good afternoon, sir. This is
Very well.
Samir Khasnis, and very good afternoon, ma'am, and afternoon to everybody. Sir, this history of Mumbai police goes back from around 1661 when the Portuguese, they just started with one small unit of police people under the guidance of Gerard Aguirre. And by a long history, we have seen Mumbai police growing into strength and number. And I am so proud today that I am in front of you, sir, and we all are, because this is something which we can say a dream come true. So all students, all teachers, everybody who is there on the other side of yours, they are so super excited because we had heard about organized crimes, and I belong to South Mumbai, my formative age, sir, and I had seen that entire thing. And even I'm confessing myself that I was so mesmerized by the aura of those Mumbai underworld, especially after the organized crime was working in a kind of more Robin Hood image. And it was my foolishness that I was so inspired by. But then when time and again I started reading, understanding what life is, I realized that they are not Robin Hood. It is people like you who are Robin Hood. I believe that you are actually Bruce Wayne and Dark Knight and that Batman who actually made this city to have peace and harmony, because we have seen the kind of a situation which was prevailing when you were there as a joint commissioner. And so on behalf of everyone, so first of all, I extend my heartiest compliments for your extraordinary grit of work. And that too, along with that, the work what you have done in the core area where Naxalite movement are so strong, even a day before we had seen the kind of situations there.
Yeah.
And so it is.
I was there. I was there.
Samir sir, yes, sorry.
I was there for 3 years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a good, good exposure. No one wants to go from Maharashtra police there.
Yes, yes,
The
sir.
minute
Yes, sir.
somebody is posted to Gadchiroli, he runs to the Home Minister with a pishki of money.
Yes, sir.
You know, and then they pay. उसके ऊपर our Anil Deshmukh साहब ने पूछा South Koti, I can't believe. Transfer industry was giving enough money. Why they wanted South Koti more, I don't understand.
And ma'am, just to add one more point.
Samir, can we come to that during our program, because it's 4 o'clock?
Absolutely, ma'am.
I would like you to finish.
Please.
I think yeah. Sound, please. Ashish sir, you're not shared the sound, I think.
Born to a humble family in a small village near Coimbatore, Shivanandan started his career as a professor in the Madras University. He found his true calling in the IPS and joined the Maharashtra cadre.
I came here in 1977-78 and I never looked back.
During his tenure, he was posted at several places all over the state.
I have worked as 6 years as the Commissioner of Police, Mumbai, Thane and Nagpur.
His most notable contribution was during his stint as the Joint Commissioner in the Mumbai Crime Branch, when the underworld was thriving in the city of Mumbai.
I had an opportunity to crush the mafia rule over Mumbai and the state. When I had just joined here, there were 20 shootouts in a month. There was definitely a complete fear psychosis gripping the city. We made a new law called MCOCA, that is Maharashtra Organized Crime Control, and also effectively neutralized the entire mafia present in Mumbai city. We have sent an appropriate signal now in Mumbai that crime does not pay.
For this role, a popular Bollywood movie, Company, was also made starring Mohanlal as Shivanandan. He's also co-authored a bestseller, Chanakya's 7 Secrets of Leadership, where he writes about the strategies that he used during this stint. After another massive blow to the city of Mumbai, the terror attacks of 26/11, Shivanandan was brought in to take charge as the commissioner of the city and revamp the whole system in case of another such eventuality.
I joined as commissioner after the 26/11 attack by the Pakistanis. Tremendous opportunity to improve the anti-terrorism mechanism for the Mumbai city, which is the financial capital of the country. Ultimately, I reached the pinnacle of my career, that is the Director General of Police, Maharashtra, where I had an opportunity to serve the 12 crores of Maharashtra people, Maharashtrians and Maharashtra people, and commanded a force, the finest force in the country, consisting of 2.5 lakhs of men and women and officers.
After retiring as the Director General of Police Maharashtra, he continued his fight to save the city. This time for the hungry with his initiative, the Roti Bank.
What gives me satisfaction now, more than anything else, is running an NGO called the Roti Bank. In 2018 and 2019, we served 1 million meals in 2 years, whereas we have already served 4 million meals in this 10-11 months. In spite of Corona frightening everybody, our people volunteered to produce the food and deliver to those hungry migrant laborers and various others.
If you have extra food during a celebration or a function, dial 86-555-80001 and Roti Bank will ensure the food doesn't go waste.
Let us all salute this great man for his continued contributions to the city of Mumbai and the nation.
Awesome, sir. Awesome. There are no words.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Samir sir, please introduce.
There are no words actually. We all, though we are all teachers, but we always fall short of words to get the best of the words to describe a person of your stature, sir. The reference itself says D Shivanand. That D refers to dynamic. D itself is more divine, and that spirit of divinity and that dynamism is still available. You can see that he's I suppose the youngest cadre of IPS officers what we have come across. Though he's 60 plus, but that energy and zeal is still visible, and we can get the vibes from sir. Extraordinary police force of Mumbai. Though n number of times, especially in this kind of scenario, there are certain things which are coming out, but it is not going to take away the spirit of Mumbai and the spirit of Mumbai police, because right from the time when J.S. Bharucha was the first Mumbai police commissioner, from that time onwards till today, we find Mumbai police, the cadre of Mumbai police, they have worked tirelessly right from every situation. जब भी मुंबई में कोई भी situation आया है, मुंबई पुलिस ने हमेशा उसका डट के सामना किया है. फिर वो कोई टेरर अटैक हो या 2005 का फ्लड हो या रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी हो. मैम एक आपको सच एक एग्जांपल मेरे सामने की एग्जांपल दूंगा, उससे मैं और कुछ नहीं कह पाऊंगा. मैं एक सिग्नल पे खड़ा था और सिग्नल पे सब गाड़ियां रुकी थी बिकॉज रेड सिग्नल था, और वहां से एक पुलिस कांस्टेबल चल रहा था. उसके हाथ में चाय का कप था, उसने शायद कोई होटल से चाय ली थी और वो पैकेट चाय की लेके जा रहा था, और उसने सड़क पे कुछ देखा जो मैंने बाद में उसको पूछने के बाद वो भाई साहब ने कहा की वो एक कील थी त्या रस्त्यावर पडलेली. त्या रस्त्यावर तिथे पडलेला एक खिळा होता आणि त्या मुंबई पोलीसच्या हवालदाराने तो माझ्या समोर उचलला, और जब वो मुंबई पुलिस के कांस्टेबल ने मेरे सामने उठाया, तब तक वो मेरे लिए कांस्टेबल था, लेकिन जब उन्होंने उठाया तब मैं समझ गया कि ये कांस्टेबल नहीं, ये मुंबई पुलिस की जान है, बिकॉज इनको सिक्योरिटी के अलावा पूरे मुंबई की इस तरह से वो ख्याल रखते हैं, और ये खाली मुंबई पुलिस ही कर सकता है. तो सबसे पहले a big round of applause and absolute salute from everyone from the work what Mumbai police has done so far, and I know the way they are going to do it. पर चीजें आएंगी और जाएंगी, पर मुंबई पुलिस और उनका जज्बा कभी नहीं जाएगा. So there is nothing to say, because we have the person himself who is known to be the spirit of Mumbai city, right from Simon Halliday, the first superintendent, to J.S. Barucha, and we had seen Julia Ribeiro, a person like him. और सर के फोटोग्राफ में मैंने एक और इंसान की हिमांशु रॉय साहब को देखा. He was outstanding as a police officer, and I suppose obviously because he was under sir's guidance. So we have extraordinary men and women known to be the spirit of Mumbai city, and one of them is today in our company. So without wasting any time, I invite sir and ma'am to have a wonderful discussion ahead, so we all could know more things about Mumbai police and understand the true spirit behind it.
Over to Sir Shivanandan, sir. He wants to.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much, and good evening to everybody. Thank you, Mr. Samir, for speaking so much. When you spoke about the Mumbai police history, I thought, like Amitabh Bachchan said in a movie, the line starts where I stand, you know. So I thought the Mumbai police history would start only with me and it will end with me. But you were taking to various people from 1662 and things like that. So it's excellent, wonderful. Madam, with your permission, I'll take 10 minutes to show some advice to people, because they are a brilliant opportunity to give a sermon or an advisory lecture to the students and the teachers. So I have called this presentation as excellence in everything you do. Whether you are a professor, principal, teacher, or a student, or a policeman, you have to excel in everything you do. Even as a parent, if some parent is watching, I will say you have to be excellent, and you have no other choice today. You have to be excellent. So this is the definition of happiness: to laugh often and much. It is Emerson. To win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children. To earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends. To appreciate beauty, to find the best in others. So this is to have succeeded. It does not say you should build Antilia and you should have a vehicle with a gelatin stick parked outside. It doesn't say that you have to own helicopters and aircraft and all that. It simply says, even if you laugh often and much and look at the beauty of others and the appreciation of children, you have succeeded, as per somebody called Ralph Waldo Emerson, one of the greatest. At the end of the day, it does not matter who is stronger, who is smarter, who is prettier or richer. The only thing that matters is whether you are happy or not. And whoever is listening to me, ladies and gentlemen and the young children, I have to say that you have to be happy by yourself. Nobody is born, nobody is guaranteeing that they will make you happy. Whether they are parents of yours or wife or husband of yours, nobody is duty bound to make you happy. Happiness has to come from inside. If you expect your marriage will give you happiness, no, it is the other way around. So you have to be happy, and for that you don't need necessarily any money. Without money, we can all be happy. Some people die at age of 25 after graduation, marriage, and nokri and producing 2 children and all that. And they are not buried until they cross the age of 75. That means between 25 and 75, they walk as live dead people. You can't be that. So success has to follow, and if it does not challenge you, it won't change you. In the same way, sometimes later becomes never. So do it now. The Power of Now. There is a book by Eckhart Tolle, Ekharttolle. Teachers at least should read that book, The Power of Now. So to be successful, the entire focus of the teachers or the students or a policeman or anybody has to be so intense that others think that you are a crazy person. Madam Curie was like that. Maybe Newton. Archimedes was a crazy guy when he ran away from the bathtub naked, saying, Eureka, Eureka, you know. So that is the craziness with which you have to work. And my advice to all the students as well as the teachers is, please सत्संग करो. आपका संगत जो फिरते हैं, घूमते हैं, वो लोगों को अच्छी तरह select कर लो. When you sit with winners, the conversation is about subjects, about matters, about changing the universe. And if you sit with losers, it is gossip. Who is sleeping with whom, who is running away with whom, and who is doing what? That is what we gossip. Whereas if you sit with winners like Bill Gates or Bezos or anybody like that. The talking is about winning, winning, winning. So success, ladies and gentlemen and young children, my friends, success does not come to you. No father or no grandfather can bring. If it is so, Rahul Gandhi would have been the most successful prime minister by this time. It is not coming to him because he is not fighting it out of his mind and he is not creating it. I'm only giving an example. I don't have any political affiliation. But at the same way, the other example is Narendra Modi, allegedly selling chai at once upon a time. But now he has become the most powerful, one of the most powerful men in the world, a statesman, rubbing shoulders with the president of the USA and various others. So success has not come to him just like that. It is fought out of his own mind and broke all the rules and regulations, and he grew. These are two live examples you can think of. So all the leadership things I will skip, and I want to give you 7 secrets, 7 words only you have to remember. If people can note down, that will help them much more. Vision. Vision is about yourself. I will become the greatest teacher. I'll become the greatest professor. I was a professor and I left. I was not happy being a professor, so appeared for a UPSC exam and appeared in the first time I passed. First attempt I passed. And then I thought I will become the CP Mumbai one day and DG. Many of the friends who thought like that died in between and they were jailed in between or gone away, withered away, what all happened to them. But I stood there and my vision was to become the CP Bombay and also CP DG Maharashtra. And then later on, I'm working since 10 years. I'm 70 years. Mr. Samir, I'm not 60, I'm 70. Since 10 years, I am working in companies, 10 companies as director. I run my own company called Securus First. I run a roti bank where we are feeding 10,000 people. Last year alone, we have fed 46 lakhs of people in 360 days, 365 days in pandemic times. Now pandemic has started again. From tomorrow onwards, my food supply will become much more than 10,000. So you have a great vision in whatever you do. Then you will achieve. Next is passion. For achieving the vision, you don't have to dream big as Abdul Kalam said and go to sleep. If you go to sleep, who will make the dream come true? You have to do it. So for that, with great passion, with that craziness of focus I mentioned earlier, you have to work so hard. You have to show passion, complete passion, energy, and reason to weather all the storms. So the third is the courage. Courage to call a spade, like Mahatma Gandhi's courage to tell the British, chale jao, salt satyagraha, go there and get beaten up with the lathis, or face a situation like Jallianwala Bagh. Mahatma Gandhi was not there, but it happened, you know. It could have happened in his lifetime also. Ultimately, you saw he was shot dead. So he faced that also. Hey Ram, and he said, he knew that he was, you see the movie called Mahatma Gandhi, where they say that intelligence was there on that day, he could be shot. So that's it. Courage to face death also, courage to face a wild elephant or a situation. Fear will only be overcome by courage and nothing else. Courage propels you to expand your boundaries by daring to go into the unknown, going to the Mars or going to Borivali, Kandivali, Dobivali, wherever it is. Character is the next one. We lack, sadly, all the Indians lack character. We take away small pieces of paper, pins, notebooks, whatever is available, we take away for our children. And we take away even the railway dabba. In the railway dabba, even that lota and the bulbs and various things, we take it away. In the cinema theater, we use a blade to cut all the seats, which are expensive. That's our character. So Jugaad and Jumla is part of our DNA. Character is what you are. Character is what the world is seeing. The inner struggles remain hidden, but the character is what you develop as you and overcome the hurdles that any worthwhile mission brings. What is your mission? Leading a good life, successful life. Self-belief. Believe that I can do. Obama did. Others did. Narendra Modi did. I can become the prime minister. I can become the statesman. He is doing it, doing a wonderful job. God gave him all the long life and health. Sixth is the competence, the teacher. Madam Sangeeta Srivastava and various others are striving to give you the competence, the education. Good is not enough. Good is not good enough. Strive to be the best in your chosen field. That's why I'm showing you excellence. Competence creates a plan of action. Those who are successful in life just don't try to be good enough. They are driving to be the best. The last but not the least is the discipline. Discipline is not touching somebody's feet just because they are elderly. All leaders become masters of themselves. Discipline means persistence and perseverance. The ability to continue through bad times, obstacles and problems. Discipline is indispensable in all leadership. As a headmaster or as a headmistress or as a principal or as a teacher, discipline is indispensable. So is the student, so are their parents. Without discipline, nothing worthwhile is ever attained. So, my dear young children, I don't know how many of you are there, 300 or 200 or 100, but please believe in this. Even teachers can make a note of these 7 words, and if they follow, they will excel. They will get the President's Medal for being the best teacher. So these are all not meant for you. So I will say moral superiority is the only superiority. This is about the character and integrity I mentioned. You can't be a rich man who is hanging his head in shame. So like Rajat Gupta of McKinsey, he was arrested for internal trade and he was jailed in the USA, whereas health is wealth. Well, start from now. My advice to all the students is your health has to be perfect. Go to workout, go to run, go to do exercises. Your health is the one which will take you until the last day. If you earn wealth and if you are going to spend money on looking after your regaining your health, then all that will be lost. You can't even eat food, you can't sleep, you can't laugh, you can't do anything about it. So health, look at the Chief Secretary of Bihar. You know, he has come to attend the court and he is not able to climb the stairs to the first floor and people had to lift him like this. Is this the health you want to have as the successful Chief Secretary of the state? Teamwork helps you. Teamwork, risk-taking is part of it. Motivating others, the students and the teachers can motivate. Self-confidence is part of it. Good communicator, like the Prime Minister, has to be. Never give up. Any number of times you try, the last time you leave the hope of succeeding is the last step. Next time if you try, you might have won. Greed is courage. I mean, greed is part of character, integrity, honesty, and all that I mentioned about moral superiority. There has to be a limit in stealing also. So that way, fear is there. If you visit a site called phobialist.com, www.phobialist.com, you will see 269 varieties of fear which is holding us from succeeding. Please visit. All the teachers at least should visit and talk about it. If you overcome fear by running towards the fear, definitely you can succeed. If you are afraid of your own shadow or afraid of your own success, wealth, prosperity, you can never achieve anything. Control your mind. Your mind has to be a servant. Your mind cannot be a master. Your mind tells you that you have to indulge in narcotics, take liquor, smoke cigarette, do all those things if you are making your mind a master of you. If your mind is the servant, then you can become the Prime Minister, you can become Abdul Kalam, you can become anything you like. That is the mind. So my dear young friends, control your mind, read books and learn things, and you try to become something worthwhile. And that is what? Train your mind to see the good in every situation. The hardest prison to escape is in the mind itself. So I would say I will take this opportunity to show 10 slides about cyber security because youngsters are all absolutely affected by cyber security. My dear young friends, what happens on the internet in 60 seconds, that is 1 minute, is billions of pieces of activity. 3.8 million search queries in Google. 4.5 million videos viewed in YouTube. This is 2019. I'm giving this lecture in 2021. So it has all become double. So this much is happening and you are getting dragged into that. When you are doing, for example, 188 million emails sent, I can surely say now it is 366 million emails in the last 1 or 2 years. It is growing. So these are all the crimes, cyber crimes you can face as small children. Mobile recharge shop debit card cloning, key logger, SMS spoofing, call spoofing, etc., etc. I will take half a second for each one so that you know. In villages and places where you go to recharge a mobile and the mobile is with somebody, he can introduce a pornography or various things and extort anything from you. He can bodily abuse you, he can extort, and he can blackmail and all that. It may not happen in Mumbai, but it can happen in UP, Bihar and other places where they go there. Your debit card can be cloned. All the youngsters don't have debit card, but I'm sure the elders who are listening to this, they have. So debit card skimming is done. Keylogger is a thing where they learn about your password by finding out the heat with which you press the numbers. So debit card skimming, cloning by coming near you, it's all possible. Be careful about your debit card and various. Keylogger. See, you can see the fingerprints there. Which one was pressed first and second, third? There is a mechanism by which the cyber criminal will know, and he will use it against you and take away the entire money from you. SMS spoofing, that is sending an SMS and taking control of your mobile or anything, and then introducing anything, phishing or any other fake websites, and taking you under complete control for extortion or otherwise. Call spoofing is where your father, mother or somebody's tone is mimicked perfectly well, take you away and do whatever they want, either sex or to hold you to ransom and collect money from others. So check, verify. Whenever you get a call from anybody on anything, call back and verify whether your father called or your mother called. Ransomware is taking your entire data and encrypting it, and then for decryption asking for money in Bitcoin. Many big companies in Mumbai has given money to these people, and it is a reality. It's a reality today. Cyber stalking is for the girls. They not only stalking means piche jana. Not only it happens in reality in the bus and train and other places, in the cyber stalking it can be a hell. It can be harassment. So be careful, go to the police, tell your parents, tell your teachers, and get a case registered and get the fellow who is cyber stalking you, give him hell by hammering him by the police. Picture morphing. All that you have to have is your picture in the Facebook or wherever you put your pout and things like that. Others can introduce you and change it completely and make you speak, sing songs and dance and do all that. And that is all morphing. It is possible. Anything ugly can be created out of your good-looking picture. Profile hacking happens when your email or social networking site is hacked by somebody. Online games. All the games are there where you lose money, you lose your life and get addicted, rummy, poker, whatnot. At a young age like this, if you get into that, you may lose your life. And this is job call letter. They fake calls like RBI, TCS and others come. They take money from you and you never get a job. So these are deep video portraits. You just get a picture of, say, Hillary Clinton and make a complete video of what they want to say. And that can be believed by many people. So if you get anything in WhatsApp, you please verify whether it is a fake or not and then only circulate. Kindly do not forward anything unless you verify the veracity, the truth of it. Dating website. All young children, if they are listening, particularly girls, be careful about dating. It could be, you could be dating an unknown person. It could be anything, man, woman, animal, LGBT, or anybody could be dating without you knowing. Go there for a blind date and you can get raped because they could lace your drink, even a soft drink with drugs, and then anything can happen. So be careful about that. Camera hacking. See, now I'm speaking to you through a camera. The same camera somebody can switch on from long distance and record all your movements. If women are there in the house and if they are wearing minimum clothes, all that can be videographed by a criminal and they can extort or threat. Social trolling is what is happening. Political parties are all appointing 300, 400 BTech graduates and they can troll you. Because you are so innocent young people and you say something politically which is not appropriate, then definitely they can troll you. It can be very, very demoralizing for you. So these are the games, Blue Whale or PUBG, all that. So my advice is this much only. I'm going to stop with that because I can go on delivering a long lecture. I'll stop. It is 27 minutes. Use a full service internet security suite. Keep up to date on major security breaches. Use strong password, 10 digits or 12 digits with variety of combinations. Take measures to help protect yourself against identity theft. Keep your software updated. Any software given free, kindly do not download it. Pay for it. Pay for your security systems also. Know that identity theft can happen anywhere. Your Aadhaar card can be stolen and identity theft can happen. Manage your social media settings, that is privacy settings. See that they are being watched only by people you allow, not Tom, Dick and Harry. Keep an eye on your kids. This is for the grown-ups, teachers and others. See what they are doing on the internet. Have a parental control and check what they are doing so that nothing goes wrong. And next is talk to your children about the internet, how it can be used fruitfully or otherwise. It can completely damage one's life. So last one is know what to do if you become a victim. Or you know what to do? Go to the police or go to your teacher, go to your counselor, go to anybody who can help. With this, I thank. And this is my email ID. Anybody who wants to connect with me on email can send an email on dsiva100@gmail.com. Thank you very much, madam. Now we can go to the question answer. Thanks a million. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Actually, you have covered so many things that I had not even planned to ask you. So thank you so much for, on your own presenting this beautiful slide which covered the guidance to the young children. It also covered the cyber security, and which is so important today, and especially in the last 1 year when the school and colleges are asking children to be online all the time. It has become very difficult, and these children sometimes they are very smart. All of my students are studying science and they are smart enough. But still, people like us, older people also can fall prey to such pranks and crimes which happen online. Thank you so much, sir, for this. Now, coming to my children who are right now preparing for either engineering or for medicine, or there are so hundreds of courses today for them. My desire has been the children should prepare for UPSC exams and they should try to go for that, at least try, because most of the time children feel it is very tough. So I want you to give a little glimpse of those. No, I know that the UPSC exam itself is very hard to crack in India. But the 16 weeks training program that happens at Uttarakhand's Lal Bahadur Shastri Administrative Academy, I want you to tell your experience to these children.
Ma'am, it is little bit, the question is little bit less informed question is that.
Okay.
First of all, I want to say about the UPSC, all of you should try, you can put a picture of mine in your school notice board and say, if this fellow can pass UPSC, why you can't make it, So, itna bhi buddhu hai, ye pass agar kar diya first attempt mein, aap aur bhi kar sakte hain. Aisa aap encourage kariye. Kiran Bedi ka picture dikhaiye. Various other IPS officers are there. IAS officers are IFS. For example, Jai Shankar is an IFS officer who is 1 year junior to me, but he is the Minister of External Affairs. So show such pictures and tell people you try for that. You be the minister, powerful, rather than working in this share market as a broker. That's what Mumbai people want to achieve. They want to become a Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, and they don't want to become a Rakesh Sharma who went to the moon. So that way, madam, coming back to UPSC exam, any graduate can do. There are constables who are graduates, the constables who are postgraduates, but you can become IPS if you are a graduate. For that, they have to study general knowledge and newspaper and various other things from now onwards. Read books in English and start speaking, delivering lectures, show leadership qualities in organizing things. And like that, if you do, if you have excellent knowledge of writing general essay and general knowledge and your own subject, whatever it is, economics, history, engineering, mathematics, physics, chemistry, you can succeed very easily. If I can do, you can do better is my answer. Now the 16 weeks training. Madam, there are 10 lakhs of people who are appearing in every year, and only about 200 to 300 people are selected in the IFS, IAS, IPS and various other services. So it is not a question of passing or failing. It is a question of getting selected within the number of vacancies in the country in that given year. So you don't fail an exam here, you have to get selected. So that is the point. Second is, if you have been selected, for example, in the IPS or IAS or income tax, this Mussoorie Academy exam, Mussoorie Academy training is about 4 months. I also did that. There is nothing to be afraid. It's absolutely a hill station. Have a good time, eat good food, sleep well, and do whatever is there. It is a cakewalk. There is nothing to be afraid of, because all other service, Indian Post and Telegraph Service will be there, Indian Railway Service, Indian Audit Account Service, Defense Service, every service people will be there. It is to bring the bonhomie, the unity, to keep the country together. That's what Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel thought, that they will be the steel frame and they will keep the country together. So this course of 4 months is just put together so that people can come, network and learn, and then go back to the original academy where they will be given professional training. Now, is that honeymoon period is at 16 weeks you talked about. That is nothing difficult at all. Now the honeymoon is over. You go to your police academy, for example. That is not 2 weeks or something like that. It is 2 years. No, 1 year, 12 months. 12 months of Ragada. You are taught the parade, commanding the parade, arms and ammunition, fighting this ambush and war and Naxal war. You do horse riding for 1 year. You fall every day and break your neck or leg or arms or anything like that. You do swimming, mountaineering, you do law, you maintain law and order, and also you have to pass IPC, CRPC and various other legal papers you have to pass. That's a tough time. Morning 5 o'clock you get up, and evening 11 o'clock they allow you to sleep. And sometimes when you go for a walk in full uniform, you have to carry about 25 kilos of weight and walk 26 kilometers or 41 kilometers. That is called route march, long march you have to do. I have done in the jungle of Gadchiroli. So that training in 1976-77, what I did helped me in 95-98. So that is the toughest part. If you fail in any one of the exams once or twice, you can't become IPS. So you have to pass. Then the next one is come back to the state and you go to the Nasik Police Academy to learn the local laws. That is about 3 months. That there you learn Marathi. I learned Marathi. When I joined, I didn't know Hindi. For heaven's sake, and or Marathi or any Sanskrit, nothing I knew. I knew a little bit of Tamil and little bit of English. That's about it. So you learn that language skills there, and then go to a district. I went to Satara district. I was put under training for 1 year under a superintendent of police, and you do training. And again, you work for 2 years or so for in charge of half of a district. And then you become DCP or SP, Superintendent of Police of a district, or you become DCP of a city like Mumbai or Pune or anything like that. So in between, now if you think you have done all the training, that is 16 weeks of Mussoorie and 12 months of Hyderabad and 3 months of Nasik and 1 year of Jilla, all that if you think you have done, no, you have to do more. 15 days of army attachment in Jammu Kashmir or China border will be there. That you have to do. That is staying with the army and learning about how they work. And then motor transport section. For us, it was in Sagar of Madhya Pradesh, and arms ammunition training in Indore, BSF Academy. We do the training for 15 days about handling of arms ammunition. Like that, continuous training is going on. Now, the best secret which you don't know is that all this training, whether in Mussoorie or in Hyderabad or in Nasik or everywhere, whatever you do, all these marks are added to the mark which you have scored in the UPSC, and your rank in the country is decided with that. So if you take it easy and don't do your training and don't do excellence like I showed you the presentation, if you don't excel well in parade or everywhere, if you don't get good marks, your rank will be so low that you will not get promoted in time like your batchmates. For your kind example, in the police academy, without knowing Hindi, I increased 50 ranks out of 97 people, 50 ranks. So then again, Mussoorie Academy mark also helps you. So you have to be aware that you have to be excellent, excellent, excellent every way. So this is what is the first question answer. Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy is a good honeymoon. It is in the Mussoorie. It's a fantastic time you have, good time you have. But pasina kab chutta hai ki when you go back to your original professional course academy. For example, your income tax guys go to Nagpur, IAS fellows go to Delhi, and IFS fellows go to Delhi, and like that everybody. For example, in Baroda, the railway service officers do their training program. That is the place where you learn about your professional competence. And then it is not खेल में सब चलता है, नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है. You have to compete, you have to learn, you have to excel, you have to go up in the mark. UPSC mark कितना भी आपने लिया हो, उसके साथ में ये जोड़ के बाद में your seniority. I stood first in Maharashtra, so whether becoming commissioner or DG or everything, it was my chance first. Okay. Besides doing a good job, you have to have a rank. I hope I have made it very clear to you, madam.
Yes, yes, very interesting also.
Yeah.
Because there are so many things we don't know.
Yeah.
And it's not every day that we get to talk to an eloquent person like you. Sir, I would like you, after listening to all this that you told about the trainings, various trainings and various slabs of training that you have to undergo, I would like you to define the police. Like today, like police is always, handling the brick bats of people, of politicians, of social workers, everyone, and common man, today the media. So how do you define the police?
Madam, police is an organization which owes its loyalty to the constitution and the various laws of the country like IPC, CRPC and various things. Police is actually supposed to do two major roles. One is crime control and crime detection. And second is maintenance of law and order. This VIP security, traffic management and all are subsidiary and smaller roles. So when you do prevention of crime or detection of crime, you are working as an assistant to the judicial system. Judicial system means police is first, second is the courts, judges, and third is the prosecutors, and the fourth is the jails. This is the total combination of judicial. So when I investigate a case, when I do an FIR, first information report, registration of a case, copy of which goes to the magistrate, judicial magistrate in 24 hours. Then every time I arrest somebody, he has to be produced before a magistrate in 24 hours. They give you the bail or they allow you to interrogate them and things like that. Sachin Vazay is under NIA because the court has allowed the NIA to keep custody of that man and reconstruct the crime and recover the last laptop and things like that. So I mean to say police works under the law. Police does not work under the politicians. Politicians come because he is the home minister. He has got the power of transfer, and you as a police officer become greedy. I told you earlier, greed kills you, fear kills you. I don't want to go to Gadchiroli because I will get killed. So when I am transferred to Gadchiroli, I go to the politician and give him 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 5 crore, 1 crore, whatever it is the price. You give that and buy a better post, and then corruption increases further. Imagine a commissioner of police who is paying certain amount of money. He has to recover it by allowing the police officers to do the loot or collect from all the bars and all that kind of a thing. So here is my answer. We are being supervised and controlled and criticized by the politicians, the parliament, the legislative assembly, the press, the media, and various commissions like Women Commission, the Scheduled Caste People's Commission, and Minority Commission, and so many commissions. For every omission we do, there is a judicial inquiry which is ordered by the government. For example, just now it happened. So all these problems we have, my advice is, if the police is loyal to the law, and if you tell the minister, I have told many ministers in Mumbai and Maharashtra that I cannot do this for you. If you want to transfer, transfer. What happened to me? In 35 years, me and my wife packed 25 times. Every time they were unhappy, they sent me to Gadchiroli or Nagpur or Sindhudurg. Sindhudurg is next to Goa, 560 kilometers from here. I went there happily. I went to Nagpur, Gadchiroli, okay, mines and landmine. I walked over them. I am alive to tell a story. Here, they had to bring me by force as joint CP crime to control the organized crime from the same Gadichiroli after I have done 3 years there. So you make yourself non-corrupt and tell the people, I am not your servant, I am not taking orders from you. If you want to transfer, I will go happily. Neither you can ask me to come and meet you, nor you ask me to give you any one single rupee. If that is your term, you are a winner all the way. But unfortunately, all the police people you are talking, they go bribe the media, they go bribe the politician, they take money from the mafia, from Dawood Ibrahim, Chota Rajan or anybody, either udhar, buy houses, multiple houses. What is the use of having 15 houses when you are sleeping only on one bed? Sachin Vazay has a Mercedes-Benz and a Lexus and a BMW and a Innova and a Lenovo, what all he has. But at a given time, he drives only one car. So why do you have so much? So if you do that, then you become vulnerable. You can go back and forth to the jail. Telgi scam, 17 officers, including the Commissioner of Police and various other officers went to jail. Khaja Yunus, including Sachin Vazay, 17 others went there. Pradeep Sharma, his boss, and others went to jail for 4.5 years because of the Lakhan Bhaiya encounter, which was a murder and not an encounter. I hope I have given you enough example. Yes. My advice to all of you is be honest. Be a person of integrity. Nobody can touch you. They would transfer you, of course, but be ready. Sarkari nokri mein isliye to aaya hai na. I told you I have transferred, I shifted 25 houses. This is my 26th house. I am staying here because now they can't transfer me. I am staying after retirement. So if you are very strong about it, they don't take you. They don't mess with you. It is only in the movies they show that they harass your wife and they take away the children. ऐसा कोई guts नहीं है. Even हमारे पास भी AK-47 था और gun अभी भी है. We can always take action against those people who harass your family. It doesn't happen. I'm giving this example that you can retaliate because you are also a police officer. They don't take away everything from you. Correct?
Yes, very well said, sir. Yes.
That's it. That's it.
Excellent answer. You have answered so many things. I really like it when we ask you something, you just go deep into it and you really bring out what we really want to know.
Madam,
and sir,
Madam, your guest today is a professor. He's a teacher.
Oh,
he always fond
that
of
explains.
teaching. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So you mentioned about your stint here and then, working with the mafia and all and crushing the mafia. We saw in the movie also. Please tell us something about it that would interest our children and us.
There is, Madam, this Karim Lala, Haji Mastan, Varadarajan Mudaliyar, then Dawood Ibrahim, Chota Rajan, Abu Salem, all these fellows are belonging to a variety of gangs. And they were indulging in gold smuggling or electronic goods, 2-in-1 and various other smuggling, arms, ammunition, drugs, all the children who are using drugs, rich children I am talking about, or cinema actors, they are using drugs. They are all smuggled by Dawood Ibrahim and various others. They bring weapons also, arms, ammunition, AK-47, RDX, everything. So all these things are bought from people, from these gangsters, and they become powerful. They bribe the police and they buy the police and they eliminate each other for their own control over areas. They will shoot at each other, bribe the police, get away with that and all. All that was happening from 1960, 70, 80, 90. And I came here when there was an encounter petition filed against the Mumbai police by Abu Azmi. And the police, 95 encounters were considered by the judge who inquired into the matter. They said it is all fake encounter, murder. So police went into hiding. When the police went into hiding and not taking action, the gangsters went to shoot lot of businessmen like your Gulshan Kumar of T-Series or Taqiyuddin Wahid of East West Airlines or Sunit Katav of Katav Mills or Om Prakash Kukreja, the builder, Vallabh Thakkar, the builder. They were all worth hundreds of crores. When they were being shot, I told you that 101 businessmen shot only in 1 year. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 is different. But in 1 year, that is 1998, 101 divided by 365. That means every 3.5 days, one businessman was shot dead in his office or on the road or in his car. That is my encounter with these people, and I was asked to set things right, which is backlog from 1962 to 1998. I had to do a job of cleaning the entire rubbish the mafia and the police had brought it together. And I want to salute the Mumbai police. The same Mumbai police about whom all the movies were made, bad movies and bad portrayal. When my boss was one Mr. R.H. Mendonca, Ronnie Mendonca, a very, very non-corrupt state. He supported me completely. And the government was Shiv Sena BJP. Manohar Joshi Saab was the CM and Gopinath Munde Saab was the Deputy CM and Home Minister. They backed up completely because politicians were shot dead by the time. The Arun Gavli and others had become MLA and various other things. Say Premdas Nayak of Bandra was killed. Vivek Kelkar of another Shiv Sena man. So many were killed. So they had to stop it. And they gave a free hand. And we made a new law called Maharashtra Organized Crime Control Act. And then I detained 1,600 of them for 1 year. That means 1,600 man years of criminals were spent behind the bars. We recovered 2,500 illegal weapons with which they were shooting people. So by the time we left in 2002 to now, 2021, there is not a single shootout. That is Mumbai for you. So what was happening? For example, shootout at Wadala happened in 1982. Shootout at Lokhandwala happened somewhere in 1998-99. Then in the court room 2 times in 1983, there were shootings. So much of shooting happened. All that has become a thing of the past now. None of your children who are listening to my lecture have heard a single shot or read in the newspaper that a single businessman has been shot or extorted. That is a changing of the crime history of Mumbai police. It happened because of not me. It happened because of the same Mumbai police, which is considered the best in the world, better than Scotland Yard or best in the country. And today, why the police is taking a beating? It is because of the bad leader. Bad leaders have brought bad name to the police. It is not the Mumbai police which has brought bad name to Mumbai police. Mumbai police even today is one of the finest police forces, and there is a lot of YouTube lectures by me by way of interview. All of you can see that I say the same thing. Mumbai police is the best and the leaders have to be matching. If they are not matching, they bring bad name to themselves and bad name to the Mumbai police also. Next, madam.
Yes, sir. I think you have covered most of the things. In the end, I would like you to give a message to our children who are soon going to be youths, and they are we can say the fourth runners of the country. What message, what is the responsibility of the youth towards the society?
I have given a message in the beginning by way of a PPT, madam. I would like to repeat again. I want to give a message to the teachers first. If there is any teacher listening to me, please believe me that you are making the new world and you are remembered. If anybody is asking who was the beauty queen last year, they may say, but year before last year, they don't know. Or they don't know about anybody, Nobel Prize winners also. If you ask year before last year who won for chemistry, they would know. But they will know who was the best teacher who have been kind to you in a difficult time. And who was the teacher who encouraged you when you are not doing well. They remember all their life. And they visit them, they see them, they give back to the schools and colleges like IIT and MIT and things like that. So my advice is be kind to them, encourage them, guide them, help them, and show them the path of excellence. I still remember my teacher who told me when I was in 5th standard in Tamil medium, I studied completely in Tamil medium. When there was a drama or some such thing, I participated. He patted me on the back and said, Shiva, you will become a collector one day. I didn't know what is a collector, all that, at the time. I said, kuch to bada hoga, no? Later on, I realized collector means IAS, Collector or superintendent police of the Jilla are the two most powerful officers. Then that gives you a spark that you have to become something. You are a fit enough person. So it is in the hands of the teacher. The teachers remain the same. They are like the ladder. People put their foot and then grow. But then teachers remain teachers. But then they are remembered by all the people who have grown. So that way, I think I want to give you an example. the IDFC Bank first, there is a South Indian who is the MD. So he, as a student in Delhi, had to go for a BITS Pilani interview after the school final, and he didn't have money. One Mr. Malhotra or Mehrotra was the mathematics teacher. He did not have enough money. So when he learned about it, the mathematics teacher called him and gave him some money, enough to go to Delhi to Pilani, that is in Rajasthan. He went there, won the scholarship, joined BITS Pilani. Then he became a banker, IIM vagare karke. Now, after 30 years, he looked for that man, the teacher, and he wanted to meet him and thank him. He found him out in Agra and gave him 10,000 shares of IDFC worth 30 lakhs of rupees, or maybe 30 crores. I don't know what it is. But he gave them 10,000 shares of his from the IDFC Bank, which he got as part of his salary. The teacher got either 30 lakhs or 3 crores or 30, whatever it is, I don't know. But he repaid to the teacher who helped him at that time when he needed help. So teachers can be the best people who can help children. The second is for the children you asked me to give advice. I want to tell them, no jugad or no jumla ever works. Never, never, never. Don't ever think of doing jugad and jumla because your parents are doing or the neighbors are doing or the others are doing. Hard work is the only thing which will pay. Hard work is what makes you what you are. And the words I said, already I have said, that is vision, passion, courage, character, competence and self-image and discipline. By doing any jugad or jumla, by income tax, not paying income tax, or by cheating anything, if you think you can become something, no, you are wrong. Hard work, honesty, and traveling through the royal road that is paved by honesty, integrity, and character is the only way to reach the goal. So your life should become an example of others, example for others. When you look back, you don't regret that I have committed a crime there, I have not been caught, or I have been caught. What is the use of having been a sinner all your life and look back and regret and lie on your bed and start crying, oh God, what all I have done? No. If you look back and feel proud about it, and you have done the hard work and you have earned the name or earned whatever it is, ultimately what all we need is one house, one vehicle, and one mobile phone and good health. Excellent health you should have. With all this achievement and education, all of you can get one house, one car, and enough money to be healthy and run a family. Ultimately, your bank balance, whatever it is, like Antilia owner or anybody, you don't have to have that big a bank balance to be happy. The lot of people who have got no money whatsoever, the street children, Gadchiroli Adivasis, without any money, they sing songs, they dance, they celebrate festivals, and they're so happy. I've seen them in the jungles of Gadchiroli. So you and me are very, very well off. I am in a position to give 10,000 meals a day. There are a lot of people who can't afford one single meal. Ladies and gentlemen, in India, 200 million Indians go without food every day. And because of the pandemic, 800 million Indians go without food because of the pandemic, unemployment, and various other reasons. Are we going hungry? People who are listening to me, you get 3 times meal, 4 times meal, and everything is taken care of. So what's your problem? What prevents you from following the path of excellence and achieving and making yourself proud and your parents proud and teachers proud? With that, I will say hard work is the royal path you should follow, and no jumla and jugad will ever take you anywhere. It can take you only to jail. It can take only to jail. That's what I will say.
Yes.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank
Very
you so
well
much.
said, sir. And students, you must understand that whatever sir has been talking for the last 1 hour, each and every word is coming out of his own experiences, not from any book or from anything that he might have read, but it is his own experiences that he is talking to you. So I will request all of you now to switch on your cameras and please ask a few questions if you can. Sir has said, he has been very forthright. He said that it doesn't matter, I can give few more minutes also if they have a question. So I will request you to please put up any.
Madam,
Yes, sir.
madam, I can speak until tomorrow morning if provided somebody is willing to listen. But
That's true.
It'll be boring. It'll be boring. What jo bolna tha, wo bol diya.
Yes, sir. No, you
Ask
have.
them. Ask them.
Yes.
As much questions as possible, I'll answer. No
If
issue.
you have questions, please. Here you have a person who is not
Yes,
scared
sir.
to
Yes,
call
ma'am.
a spade a spade. So please go ahead. Yes, please. Who's that?
Can I ask the question?
Yes, please, and put on your camera.
Ma'am,
please. That is
I'm
very
Aryan
important.
Singh of.
Is
Yes,
your
ma'am, my
camera on?
camera is on.
Okay. I can't see you. That's what I'm saying.
No, I can hear you, madam.
Ma'am, can I ask the
We
question?
can hear you. Yes, please.
Yeah, Aryan, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, as you told us that consistency, discipline, and hard work is key to crack any exam, I want to know how you maintain the consistency and discipline in your studies.
I didn't get his question. Can you repeat, madam?
He wants to know how you maintain your consistency and discipline.
Madam, my discipline came out of poverty, my dear friend. I didn't have all this internet and all those things those days. In the village where I stayed, there was no academy where they can do coaching in quota or coaching in a study circle. And I didn't get anything. I worked hard as a professor and took 1 day leave to go from Coimbatore to Chennai and give one exam, go back, teach, and then come back for one more exam. That would make you consistent and then hardworking, obviously. Otherwise, I would have been a professor all my life. If I wanted to upgrade myself to an IAS or IPS officer, you have to have bloody well, you have to do all 360 degrees work. And we didn't have everything easy like your internet. For example, for us, Encyclopedia Britannica means 32 volumes. And you have to go to a library. You can't afford to buy and keep it in your house. So I used to cycle 9 kilometers to the Agricultural University in Coimbatore on Saturday, Sunday and study there, make notes and come back on cycle. And the best vehicle I ever had, so until then, until I left as a professor and became an IPS officer, was a two-wheeler cycle. So you build your energy, you work hard, consistency has to come. If you are a family where you can afford a car, and obviously then your leg muscles will be very weak. You can't walk or cycle or anything like that. So for you, if you are burning with the idea of growing or dreaming big, as Abdul Kalam said, it has to be by hard work, consistency and everything. I hope I have answered. Next question.
Yes, sir. Sir, can I ask one more question to you?
No, next one. Nobody will ask two questions. I want to give chance to everybody else. Please, anybody
Okay,
else?
sir. Okay.
If nobody is asking, you will come back to you, Aryan. Yeah.
Ask.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, I wanted to ask what made you determined to do IAS and how did you maintain your same repo while you are on this duty?
I showed you that excellence PPT. If you have seen that, that is what made me. The hunger to be something. Otherwise, you will be an unknown teacher or a professor in some village in some Coimbatore Jilla, Pollachi or some such place. How many people from that kind of area are known as anybody? I was not a professor in Delhi IIT or Harvard University or Princeton University like Amartya Sen. No, I could have never become an Amartya Sen or Raghuram Rajan or anybody like that. I would have died as an unsung hero at 78 as I showed you that PPT in the beginning. So if I wanted to be known as somebody in the country, I had to become either an IAS. At that time, UPSC was the only agency through which you can join in IAS, IPS without paying corruption. Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission was corrupt to the core. So is Maharashtra Public Service Commission. Unless you shell out a few lakhs of rupees, you can't become anything. So the royal road of being honest and joining some service and making yourself Director General of Police Maharashtra is only through UPSC, and that's what I did. Otherwise, I could have joined the army, I could have become a general, but then I preferred UPSC because I was a postgraduate already. Next one.
Thank you very much.
Next one. Next question, please.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, Sangeeta ma'am, for giving me the opportunity to talk to such a personality. Sir, एक question ये था कि the subject which we are pursuing, that whether we are pursuing engineering or commerce or arts, it's play a role in pursuing for UPSC. It become much more easy for engineer. ऐसा लोग बोलते हैं कि engineering के लिए वो easy है या commerce के लिए easy है. It does play a role.
You know, this degree, when they say degree is a minimum qualification, all the people, 99.5% of the people would have a postgraduate degree, MTech or MCom, MA or PhD, and so many others come. Even 1975, when I joined for the exam, there were so many PhDs who were there. So you will be competing with somebody who is much above you in your education. They'll be from Delhi, St. Stephen College, Hindu College and various other colleges where they train, JNU for that matter. It's a production machine. They produce only IAS, IPS officers in JNU. So you will be competing with those people. So you have to be better qualified and knowledgeable and be much more than what you have studied in BTech or BCom or BA. So it doesn't make any difference whether you study economics or commerce or history. Every paper is the same. But if you're a mathematician or a chemistry physics, you can get 100 out of 100. But in economics, you can't get 100 out of 100. Never. I studied economics. I was teaching economics and I took history as 2 more papers. So you can't get anything like that. But if you're a mathematics, pure mathematics or pure chemistry or anybody like that, you can get 100 out of 100. You will get 0 out of 100 if you are totally dud. So that is the thing. So whether you are economics or history, doesn't make any difference. Every year, people who are getting cleared and selected, you see their profile, and they are all people coming from all walks of life. It is MA history or whatever it is. They are people who spent considerable amount of time in preparation for the papers. That's the best part. What you study in college, it may not be enough. You have to do special. Easiest thing is to get 10 years paper. You can download it in the I'm sure Google will give you last 10 years paper on any subject. There must be 38 subjects, the last count I know. And if you can download 10 years question paper, you can see often repeated questions, what are they? And then you can study and prepare, buy books. Today, everything is available on the internet at your fingerprints. Fingertips. I'm a policeman. I worry only about fingerprint. So you get it in the fingertips. So how do you use that and how do you collect information? Actually, I want to tell you about a bird called swan, S-W-A-N. You keep a bowl of water and milk in front of that, and it takes only the milk and leaves the water. So all of you who are trying to become IAS, IPS officers have to know what is the milk and what is the water. So absorb only those things which are relevant, and then irrelevant things, if you can leave it on the side, you can definitely do extremely well. Coaching is there. For example, next to VT station, there is a Maharashtra government administrative college is there. There they do free coaching. And in Thane also they have, I think Mr. Deshmukh coaching center is there. And their paid coaching institutes are there all over the country. You can go there or you can get the papers and get coaching from them. And even for interview, there are a lot of people who are coaching you, how to walk in, what to wear, and how to answer. Everything is like a mold, they make you like a machinery part, like that. They mold you and send you. So you are today in a much better position than I was. Next.
Thank you, sir.
Somebody had raised the hand. Fatima is there?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Yes.
Good
Yes.
evening, sir. Sir, I have a question. May I?
Yes, please.
What do you view as the most important day-to-day responsibilities of the police, and what is the role in the community do you feel you serve?
I understood as what is the most important role of the police. Is that the question?
Yes, and
Yeah.
what role in the community do you feel you serve?
What?
What role in community do you feel you serve?
Okay. The role of the police is to maintain law and order, see that everybody is protected, all the minority, majority, community and all others are protected, and the rule of law, that is what you should write in your piece of paper. They should maintain the rule of law, and protection is given on an even scale to everybody. And their major job is maintenance of law and order. Danga nahi hone dene ka hai. Agar hoga to save the lives of and properties of everybody, and then prevent crime as it happens. For example, women's safety. No woman should be ever raped. No woman should ever be harassed. No domestic violence takes place. So prevention of crime is their main job. Agar prevention nahi hota hai, then detect the crime, collect evidence and charge sheet and get the people punished. These are the main roles of the police. And what the community is playing in that, community is the police. If the community is playing the role of a police, it's called community policing. If they can be the ears and eyes of the police and they keep track of what's happening in the community, then that will be a wonderful place. Today, we have got 6,000 CCTV cameras, which is working as eyes and ears of the Mumbai police. If the people also become that, they take out their mobile and give information as to what's happening in a particular area and share their knowledge or information, definitely the society will be much more safe. The police.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, Yash, you can go ahead.
Sir, I need to ask that for preparing this, we need to start preparing from today or after completing our 12th boards?
No, you don't have to start from today. You study what you are studying, give so much importance to what you are studying, but on the side you read a newspaper every day, Times of India or Indian Express. One minute, don't speak in between when I'm speaking. You read Indian Express every day and see the center page and read all the articles which are appearing there, all analytical articles, and read the newspaper called The Hindu and read their editorials. Your English will improve, your general knowledge will improve, and you will know what's happening. And if tomorrow, if someone asks you to write about how the world controlled pandemic in 2020, you have to write a beautiful article worth, let us say, 500 words or 1,000 words or 1,500 words. So you should be ready with that. For that, the newspapers help you. And the books, read all books, novels, other books, self-development books, and so many other books are there. They would help you to grow your personality, become a leader in your own small circle, and then you face the exam. It will be much easier. But ultimately, the command you have on your chosen subject, engineering, chemistry, physics, whatever it is, that helps in a big way. Next one.
Aryan Singh, you want to ask something?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, as the preparation of any exam is not done in a day, it takes many years. So I want to know how you stay motivated during exam.
You know, you said the answer and question together. It takes years for you to prepare, and you are motivated when now at this age of 12th standard or 11th standard, you are motivated to become the IAS, IPS officer. So during the exam, that is the ultimate thing, because all the hard work you did for 10 years or 15 years is going to yield result only on the day of the exam. So that you have to motivate yourself, and you look yourself, self-image. Look at the mirror before you comb your hair and go out for the exam. Say that I am the most intelligent person. I am the Einstein. I am the Newton. I am Socrates, or I am Pluto, Aristotle. You say like that 10 times, or you say I am Dr. Abdul Kalam. 10 times you say that, and you will feel motivated and go there. You have to pat yourself on the back and say that I know all answers, and whatever they ask today, I'm going to answer all of them. And if that kind of a confidence is there, backed by your hard work and the knowledge you have gathered, and if you can express yourself very well, then absolutely you are a winner. There is no need for anyone. See, motivation doesn't come from outside. The fire in the belly has to start from inside yourself. I can't set your belly on fire. You will get burnt and you will be killed. So the fire in the belly has to come inside your belly, and you have to start. Your father and mother cannot tell you daily, Aryan, you have to become an IAS officer, get up and study. No, you have to get up every day at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning and study when all other friends are sleeping very well. That is the fire in the belly. Got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank
we'll
you.
have last two questions. One is Ujjwala Naik and one is Rishi Raj, another one. So Ujjwala, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Sir, good evening.
Good evening.
Sir,
Good evening. Ujjwala madam.
good evening, sir. Sir, actually, my question is, sir, can you please explain us the various levels that a police officer must keep in mind while interacting with a criminal?
Level? What do you mean by level? What do you, when we interact with the criminal, he is a criminal. So what is the level there? There is no level. I am a police officer, I have a level, and criminal is at the lowest level. I didn't understand the question, Ujjwala. Can you explain a little better?
Hello,
Ujjwala. Hello.
sir. Yeah.
I didn't
Sir,
understand. See, police is on the side of the law and criminal is on the other side of the law, and police speaks to him with the superiority of being a man in power. So what is the level there? I didn't understand the word level. What do you mean by level? Hello.
Hello. Sir, while encounter, sir, as you said that you have done many of the encounters.
I have not done a single encounter, Ujjwala. Only others did that. I was the manager. I was only the manager and the leader. I never did a single encounter. I am such a nice man. Not a single encounter I ever did. Others did.
So Ujjwala, what was your question, sir? Wants to know. You can
She
come
is
again
not
if you
very
can.
clear as to what to ask. Think about it and come back again, Ujjwala.
Okay.
We'll go to the next one.
Yes,
Hello,
Rishi.
sir.
Yes, Rishi.
Sir, good evening. Actually, I wanted to ask that whenever we grow up and we start a company or we get a job, then why do we need to pay income tax to the government when we have worked it by earning it hard work?
100%. Fabulous question. This is the best question I have ever heard in my life. This is, what is your name?
Rishi.
Rishi. You know, I am paying the highest amount of tax even today at the age of 70, having worked for, giving away my life. I could have been killed multiple times. I am paying income tax because the government has to run. The soldiers have to stand on the border and protect the national integrity. The territorial integrity has to be saved from Doklam. That is China, Pakistan, Navy, Coast Guard, BSF and police force. All of them have to be paid. And the roads have to be laid, and educational institutions have to be given free education. Health has to be, for example, they gave 35,000 crores for giving you free vaccination to all of us. I have taken 2 vaccinations so far. And all of you, I advise, whoever is eligible, go and take vaccination. All that money has to come from the income tax we pay or any other tax. You know, the other taxes, when sales tax and various other taxes we used to pay, that all is covered under GST now. But still indirect taxes we pay whenever we buy any product. So many taxes we pay to the government. The government has to run. They have to run the army, navy, air force, police, and engineering department, lay the highways, and so many things the government has to do. How will they do that unless they get revenue? So like your family, you have a revenue, monthly income, which the parents bring and the mother spends it. So that is the credit and debit, the balancing the budget in a month. So in the same way, the government also have to have revenue to spend the money on the protection of the borders of the country and also for the internal development. So you have to pay income tax. I am paying so much at the age of 70. So what prevents a young man like you from paying any income tax? You have to pay all taxes much well in advance. I get a platinum certificate from income tax every year because I pay well in advance. I pay much more than necessary. They do the excess payment I make, they return it. So they give me a platinum certificate every year. That is what is integrity all about, because I can't do a Joomla or a Jugaad and conceal my income and save it from there and allow an income tax raid to take place in my premises. So that is what is honesty, integrity, courage, and various other things are concerned. You have to pay income tax so that the country's integrity, territorial sovereignty is protected. You have to pay the police salary. We're all the time telling pay more salary to the police. Where from they will pay unless we pay the taxes? Not only income tax, all other taxes. Thank you. Now,
you, sir.
this girl who asked the question, Ujjwala.
Ujjwala, can you come back? Otherwise, we again have two more people, Yash and Bhargav. If you really have a question, you can immediately, don't waste time.
Go to Yash.
Sir, I want to ask one question.
Yes.
Sir, can police be detectives?
I didn't get your question. What?
Sir, means if you are a police, can you even be detectives?
Yeah, detectives are police only. They are all the criminal cases are all detected by the detectives only, no? There is a crime branch, there is a detective branch, and there is all investigations are done by the detectives. You are talking about the private detectives. They have got no legal authority. Yes. They are all doing detection on their own. They don't have the legal authority. Whereas in the police, when you become a policeman, you become a detective with all the authority. And you're trained in forensics, and you're trained in law, in collection of evidence, collection of forensic material. So every policeman is a detective. Even cybercrime, every policeman is a well-trained detective. So detectives are police, whereas if you see all the Sherlock Holmes and other things, those private detectives, they have no legal authority to do detection of cases and crimes and things like that.
Sir, but police have the legal authority, no?
Who? Police has the legal authority. That's what I told you.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
So we have Lakshya here. Lakshya, please go ahead and ask your question. Unmute yourself.
Yes, hello, sir. And
Yeah,
hello,
hello,
ma'am.
hello, hi.
Yeah, hi, sir. I have a question. Actually, have you ever felt pity for any kind of criminal, you have faced? I mean, you felt like, no, he wasn't supposed to, get this much of charges on him or something. Because,
Lakshya, you asked a fantastic question. See, most of the criminals are not criminals by birth, and they will never be criminals again. Lot of criminals become criminals because of the emotional non-control of emotions. For example, if anybody is doing a murder in the family and some family people are killed, and the minute the murder is over, his anger is reduced, he is no more a criminal. All these criminals are kept in an open jail. For example, in Maharashtra, there is an open jail in Paitan village of Aurangabad Jilla, where there are no walls. They will never run away. Whatever number of years they are punished, they will be there. They do agriculture, and they take their bullock carts and go to bazaar, sell the produce, come back and stay inside the place, and they never go away because those jails have no walls. That means there is no criminal lurking inside him having done one crime. That's it. Whereas the criminals, repeat criminals, are ones who are doing dacoity, robbery, rape, and various other crimes, which once have not been caught, they get encouraged and do more and more. Property crime, for that matter. People come inside your house and loot all your golden jewelry and cash and things like that. They do repeat crime. Whereas people who commit crimes out of emotion, they do only once and they have regret. They don't do any other crime again. So those people who commit a crime one time due to emotions, we have to treat them well. You don't have to beat them up. You don't have to do third degree and all that. The third degree and things and all are done to those people who are repeat criminals, hard offenders, terrorists who kill people mindlessly. Hundreds of people are killed by bombing. So those kind of people are different. And the people who are emotionally driven to commit one-time crime are different. So people who are pickpocketing, for that matter, or street children of Mumbai who are stealing for food, bread, butter, whatever it is, if they do, they have to be treated absolutely differently. That is why I have started a roti bank. I am feeding 46 lakhs of people in a year because I want those children and those poor people not to commit a crime for food. And this year, I am giving 10,000 meals a day From tomorrow, day after, if the situation becomes bad, I might give 20,000 meals every day. Last year in April, on a given day, I gave 37,000 meals. So these things are given only for those people who you have in mind, that people without food should not be driven to committing a crime. So give them food, give them a haircut, take them to the school and make them study and get them employment. They will never become criminals.
Yes. Thank you, sir. And we have Savio. Savio, you want to ask a question? Please unmute yourself and ask.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
I have a doubt that people have like most important principles people follow. So what is the most important principle you follow in your life?
Being honest. And
Okay,
not breaking rules, not breaking regulations, not breaking laws. My job is cut out as a law enforcer, and the law is like a square. Don't step out of the square and do anything illegal. So being honest, being a person of character. In my presence, the lady should feel safe. It should not be the other way around. So that is the honesty, and that is the sincerity with which you take up your job. So your name should evoke respect. Your name should not evoke contempt. Okay. If you do that, and then you live a life like that, you can lead your life happy even after retirement.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sonali, you have a question?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam.
I would like to ask you a question, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, would you like to be a life coach for students like us?
I'm doing that. Just now I'm doing a life coach business only. And I've
Yes,
been doing
sir.
this daily. Yesterday I gave a similar lecture to some other institution. And anybody who is asking, ask Sangeeta madam. Even she didn't even ask. I offered to do all the coaching which I am doing now. So if I'm asked to come there and select students are there and they have to be coached, I will do that very happily. You don't have to spend 1 rupee on me. I will spend my car and my driver and my salary, and I'll come there and do everything, because my interest is all the girl children should know how to protect themselves, see that they are well defended. They defend themselves and prevent crime against women. Point 1. Point 2 is how you can save your own property and various other things. The third is how you can excel and become somebody in life so that you can be proud about your achievement. And you, in turn, become somebody who can give protection to others. Like you become a police officer, or you become an IAS officer, or you become an industrialist, entrepreneur, or anybody like Anil Ambani or Mukesh Ambani or Adani, somebody like that. It is a matter of pride for us. I will be doing anything which is asked by me by anybody. I volunteered to give this lecture. I am giving this lecture. Nobody, madam, did not have to spend 2 minutes to talk to me and request me. I offered. Right now, madam?
Yes, that's very true. And I'm really humbled by the modesty that you have shown, sir, just by a WhatsApp message, not even called you. And
So I am a life coach to many. I would like to be a life coach, and I
Thank you so
treat
much.
it as an honor if somebody thinks that I could coach them to a better life. Next
yes, sir.
question.
And sir has given his email ID. You all must have noted it. So you can write to him if you want to. So I think, sir, we should, you are still there to take questions. There are so many of them. Tilak
Last
Gupta,
question, madam. Last question.
Trisha, okay, Tilak, come on.
Last question. It is 5:30.
Yes, that's why.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we'll have this last question from Tilak, and then Samir sir, we can wind up. Are you asking, Tilak? You have raised your hand.
If it is not Tilak, give it to somebody else, madam. Gokhale. If Tilak is not asking, ask Gokhale to ask question.
Okay, let me see. Gupta, Sonali has already. Aruna, you want to ask a question?
Sir,
Yeah.
Yes, Tilak.
sir, have you came across any of your friend or a family member who was your senior criminal or anything, and you have to put them in a jail?
No. My family members are all in Tamil Nadu. Whatever crimes they are doing.
Not your family members, but your anybody from as a friend.
Everybody is my friend. Everybody is my enemy. Everybody, the entire people of this country are my family. Vasudevam Kutumbagam. No, Vasudevam Kutumbagam. So everybody is my family, everybody is there. In my family itself, there is no family because I have come here and my wife and 2 children, girls, they are all educated, grown, they are all big now. So we never had to deal with any such situation. But everybody else is my own people that way, my own, because I'm supposed to protect them and give them whatever it is. So whatever crimes they have done, we deal with them accordingly. No harsh treatment because they are not belonging to my immediate family. Okay. Vasudevam Kutumbakam means the whole world is my family. And I have
Thank
no
you, sir.
religion. I have no religion. I am neither a Hindu nor a Muslim nor a Christian or anybody. When I wear uniform, you can see me in this picture. Can you see? Tilak?
Yes, sir.
If I wear that uniform, I leave everything behind. Everybody is the same. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you,
No
sir.
religion, no family, nothing. Whole world is your family. That is how I lived. Thank you.
So I think now I take this opportunity. Samir sir, are we winding up now? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll come back
we-
for one more session, madam, anytime if they like. We can
So-
do it. Okay.
So yes, we have a lot of, I would say, gratitude from all of us because you are offering to come again. And sir, one more promise that when everything is normal, we don't know how long it's going to take, but you have to visit our college and
I will, ma'am.
meet
I
us,
will. I
meet
will.
our
I will. I
children.
will. And thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for everybody.
All our
You're
pleasure,
welcome,
sir. We have one student, she had made a poetry for you. So can you give us 5 more minutes?
No, Ishi, please.
No,
go
sir,
ahead.
this is all because of due respect, the work what you people have done. So we have Rajdandini, you could please unmute yourself and
Send it to me on
recite.
WhatsApp, madam, later. I will give it to all the
Take it,
police
sir.
people.
We will do that, sir. Take it. Now it is just for the matter of vote of thanks, though it is all formality, but it comes out from the heart of the students.
Yeah,
There is
please.
one student who would like to do a vote of thanks for you. But before that, I end up this session with the announcement that the first vaccination is done by sir today. Though this is not the vaccination about COVID, this is the vaccination we all had because with the speech what sir gave, it was giving us spirit, determination, hope, and actually the most important point is road to success is honesty. And this is how we end up. But then we have a student, and sir, thank you very much for all your work and what you have done for entire humanity and especially for Mumbaikas. So I ask Aryan Singh to please unmute yourself and give vote of thanks for the entire event and especially for sir.
Yes, sir. Can I start, sir?
Yes, please.
Yes, Aryan.
Honorable Shri D. Shivanandan, sir, our most valued guest speaker for today at the 3rd session of Council of Hope. On the behalf of our college management, Principal Dr. Sangeeta Srivastava, all respected teaching staff and students, I extend my sincere gratitude for giving us opportunity to learn, understand, and know so many important things that otherwise is not possible. Today's session was exceptionally brilliant and very exciting one with excellence of speakers' own thought and interpretation. Everything. I need to mention my deep sense of appreciation. I thank all the staff within the organization, especially Samir sir, for this event. This type of incident cannot happen overnight. The wheels start moving about a week ago. It requires planning and bird's eye for detail. We have been fortunate to be supported by a team of very active, dedicated employees of our organization who are well versed in their job. I like words for the participation and their willingness to complete tasks about their comfort zone. On a special mention and of Venerable Principal Dr. Sangeeta Srivastava, who was instrumental in helping out each one of the students who was initially feeling little stressed and down due to Corona pandemic. But the catalyst she is inspired. But being the catalyst, she inspired us to do our best and stand as a pillar of power. With this sense of appreciation, we thank our loving teacher and their entire efforts. I also thank the IT people who worked behind the scenes to execute, especially and the technical arrangement, which is most important thing for such virtual event. My sincere gratitude comes out every single well-wisher of Council of Hope. Without support, the event could not be able to excel. Thank you very much for joining this event. Finally, I would like to thank my student community who made this event successful by their attendance in such a large number. Us, our gratitude must never forget the highest appreciation is not uttered, but to live by them. The words of John F. Kennedy inspired us to express our gratitude on this day by this thank you note. And today, on behalf of our college, we promise to make ourselves responsible, reasonable students who will always work for the benefit of all. Thank you.
Thank you, Aryan. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you once again, and we will meet again. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.